Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. I am going to do a super secret video today. So whatever you do, don't look into it or try to think about it too much. There's going to be some innuendos in here, but I promise my clues will be so hard to figure out that it will basically be impossible. And I don't want anybody to get a headache thinking about what I'm doing. Just enjoy the rip. So here's the deal. In this card community that I love so much, there's a person out there who is looking for a Dick Button card. Now, I don't want to name this person because I don't want to know who they are. So I'll just use an alias. So let's call that person Zach's Collections. I don't know why. But anyway, Zach's Collections likes cards and he likes to do TMing. And Zach's Collections may have said something like, "Hey, Justin, do you have any more of those rad Dick Button cards?" And I was like, "No, I don't have any more. If I did, I'd send you some." Well, Zach's Collections doesn't know, but I may have gotten my hands on a few more packs to rip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip and see if I could possibly find a Dick Button card for Zach's Collections. But you won't be able to figure out who I'm talking about. So whatever you do, don't go around asking questions because Zach's Collections may figure it out. So here we go. We're going to rip some of these. There's all sorts of great TTM fuel. I do really enjoy the Olympic cards. And actually, I don't even think I have that one. There's a bunch of signers for the 80 U.S. team. I believe this one. Oh my gosh. I think somebody on this card signs. I don't remember who it was. What I do like about these cards is that the back, well, no, that's not a good example, but the back will say who's actually on the card, which is good for me because I just flat out, oh, well, looky there. There's a Dick Button for Zach's Collections. So I guess the really big question now is, do I send it? Oh, Mary Lou Retton. I want to get that one out. And look, Dan Gail, he is awesome. I'm going to get that one out, although I already have one. Is it Grady to get more than one? Maybe. Maybe it is, but I like having more than one. So Sugar Ray Leonard, pure greatness. Anyway, so the question is, do I send that card to Dick Button and just have a return address to Zach's Collections? Or should I send it to Zach's Collections and let him or her send it so they can ask their own questions? That's a really good question. And then the other question is, do I rip all these packs now since I found the one card I was really looking for in the first pack? I mean, how often does that happen? You're looking for a specific card and bam, it's there within like the first 5 or 6 cards you look at. That's pretty rad. Coach. Huh. Yeah, so I dig the Olympics. If you have a recommendation on what I should do down there, is send that Dick Button card to the person that may enjoy it, so he or she can add their own question before they send it out. Or should I send it out and just have the return address go to the mystery person? Again, I don't know who that person is, and I know it's going to be hard to figure out. But let's just say, well, we're just calling him Zach's Collections for whatever reason. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and rip the rest of these cards because, well, why not? Why not? There may be somebody else in here that I don't have, but it's a pretty short set. And I bet I have pretty much everybody. But I do, man, I love these cards. I think they're so cool. And they're not, they're not hard to find. They're not overly expensive because, well, people don't appreciate the Olympic cards, I think, as much as, your regular old sports cards. But I happen to be a big fan of the Olympics. I get really excited every 2 years when it's either the Summer Olympics or the Winter Olympics roll around. I will always have something streaming or on TV. There's another Dick Button. Maybe I will send one for a second one. There's another Dan Gail. Anyway, I always have it on. It doesn't matter what country is playing, although I prefer to see the U.S., and that's the easiest one usually to find, or what sport. I like to root for my team. I am one of those guys that will check the medal count every day and see how we're doing. And I know it's not fair because other countries get excited about, hey, somebody in our country got a bronze medal, and they're all like, oh, it's amazing, let's all have parades. In America, we're like, what, you didn't get a gold? If you don't get a gold, like, nobody pays attention. It's really sad, honestly. We're talking about if you're not the complete best in the entire world against other professional athletes, then you basically don't, you don't get the endorsement deals. Nobody pays attention. Nobody's like, hey, guess what? I got the bronze medal in weightlifting in 1988. Nobody knows who that is. If you know who that is, I applaud you. But I would also think, holy smokes, why do you know that? Because Americans are spoiled. That's all it is to it. We were spoiled by great athletes. We were spoiled by getting to watch top-notch athletic competition where everybody... There's Bruce. Anybody want a Bruce dinner? Everybody all over the world wants to come and play in our leagues because it is the best of the best, which means we are all very spoiled because we just take that for granted. I mean, the only thing I can think of that we don't have top-notch is soccer and rugby. What else? What other sports? What sport am I missing that other countries have just flat out, they're better than us? You could say racing. I think, Jesse Owens, speaking of, the Jamaicans have been so good for so long, but they still compete here a lot, so we still get to watch it. And we've had some fabulous sprinters, and I would say overall, our track and field group is still always very, very strong. It's just it's not every day you run across a Usain Bolt. The guy is just a freak of nature. But I can't think of anything else that anybody on the regular would actually watch. That to say that, hey, you know what? South Korea has got better X, Y, and Z than we do. I don't. I mean, baseball, we got it. Basketball, we got it. Football, we got it. Soccer is super questionable. I think most people will not pay attention to U.S. soccer. They go European or South American. And then rugby, you're looking at, the African teams and Australia and New Zealand. All wonderful rugby programs. Oh, cricket. There's another one. Oh, India. They love them some cricket. It's just not a popular sport here. So I wouldn't say that we think about it. Although I am seeing more cricket fields pop up close to my house, which is kind of interesting. Because I don't know a lot about cricket, to be honest. I know it exists. I know it has some similarities to baseball, but it's also very different. But as soon as I found out that a cricket match can last days, I was pretty much out. I was like, no, I'm not going to watch. I mean, we're talking about people complaining that baseball games are 3 hours. Can you imagine having to watch for 2 days? No, I don't think so. But anyway, some wonderful athletes in this grab bag of random packs. And really happy. I know there's some good TTM fuel there. Found 3 Dick buttons, which is really cool. So comment below on whether or not you think I should just send one of these to, what was that guy's name? Zach's Collections, if that's the name we're going to use. Or if I should send it straight to Dick Button with a return envelope to Zach's Collections. I don't remember. You know what? He does answer questions. He answered a question when I sent that one out. So I also don't want to take the kind of the fun of coming up with the question and having your question answered by an athlete. And Dick Button was very, very good. He actually has a couple moves named after him, which if you have moves in the Olympics that are then called something to your last name, you've done something pretty phenomenal. So that's it. It was a quick rip. Thanks so much for watching. And again, comment below and thanks and have a great day. Bye.